And same clothes I'm wearing, same purse, everything like this. Just the car went from beautiful to yuck.
Mm.
And I had about $60, $70 on me when I was leaving the house. I had a little over 300 in that purse. No idea. And same twilight, and I panicked. Got one back in the house, called a longtime friend, and I said, "Tell me today's date." And she said, "You're kidding." I said, "Tell me what day today is." And where I had left at twilight on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
this was twilight on Sunday. And I have no idea.
Oh my
That scared the wee wobs around me. Now, did that stop me from drinking? No. But it did stop me from heavy drinking going out. I
Mm.
stayed home. I had the solution, right?
Hmm. There's people that have to live with consequences
Oh,
for the rest
definitely.
of their life.
Definitely.
Young men, young women out on the roadways that killed a whole family,
Yes.
and they have to live with that for the rest of their life. This is a serious, serious topic that we're talking about today, and it affects our community. It affects everyone around you. They say some people might think, well, alcohol don't affect me. It affects everybody. And we're living in a time and a place where alcohol is now on every corner in our own hometown, and that
Mm-hmm.
is so hard for alcoholics.
Well, when they passed the thing in Corbin to come up, we go, wow, we're going to get a lot of good new members.
Oh yeah.
They say that each alcoholic directly hurts 14 people.
Mm.
And then by repercussion, these 14 can hurt a dozen more. One of our steps is make direct amends whenever possible.
Right.
That's when we go back and clean up our messes.
Mm.
And first time around, it's hard. But then the longer you're sober, the more your mind clears,
Mm.
the more you can remember. So it's kind of like an ongoing process. And even, we have a discussion, and I say something that seriously offends you or hurts your feelings, then it's up to me to make the apology. Uh, Hopefully I'll recognize it and be smart enough to make an apology right then about it's not meant, it wasn't. People get hurt enough by accident,
Mm.
verbally, physically, emotionally. I don't see any reason to haul off and do it on purpose.
Mm.
I don't. The only reason that you're doing it on purpose is to satisfy your own ego.
Exactly right. Kay, I am so thankful that you took the time to be with us about the Nibrock AA Alcoholics Anonymous. We got about 4 minutes left in this program. Once again, we want to give out the meeting schedules and encourage people, if you have a drinking problem and if you truly want free from this, come to these meetings. Come and just listen to people that have been there. I've got family. I'd love to see them come to these meetings.
Bring them.
Yeah, I'd love to see them.
Bring
Yeah.
one with you. You're welcome to come and sit down and bring them. They might hear something. We call it planting a seed.
Hmm.
They might hear something that might take them a while to think about,
Right.
but then come back.
Tell us when these meetings are again and
Uh,
the location.
Monday through Saturday at noon, Sunday at 2 o'clock, every night at 8 p.m., and that's the Nimrock AA. It's here in Corbin at 410 Barberville Street.
What's an average of the time of the meetings like? Is it
Oh,
an hour, 30 minutes?
they're always an hour.
Always an hour.
Sometimes a little over, especially if I'm chairing and we have people talking. I don't cut it off at the hour. I do announce if people have to leave, fine.
Hmm.
But you know what? I never timed how long I sat in a bar.
Right.
So if we have people there that need to talk, Lord God, I'm ready to listen.
What about people that says, well, I try to quit, but I go into these DTs and I'm just all shaky and nervous? And
Yeah, that's a for real thing, and I strongly suggest medical help. I did a very stupid thing years ago. I detoxed at home. I went
Mm.
through the withdrawal at home 2 weeks. Not pleasant. I had no medical aid. Knowing the consequences now, I strongly would discourage that.
Mhm. People don't realize you
It's
can
a
go
poison.
into
It's a poison in your system.
you can go into a DT and honestly die.
Definitely, yeah. Seizures, heart failure,
Hmm.
all types of things. Um, is it pleasant to go through withdrawal? No.
Mm.
Uh, to getting to the other side. It's not pleasant to go through childbirth, but then you get to hold that baby in your arms. It kind of makes it worth it. It's not. I compare that to going through withdrawal and alcohol. It's not pleasant, but when you get to the other side, it is so worth it.
We got about a minute left in the program right now. And our final thoughts. Once again, Kay, we're so thankful for you taking the time and being with us. We're thankful for what you're doing with these people, being a light to these people.
Oh, hon, there was people before me that held out their hand to me. I shuddered to think where I'd be without them. The least I can do is hold out my hand for the next one behind me.
Exactly.
That's how the program works.
It's wonderful. And, you know, it's helping so many people. So many good success stories have come out of these programs, and that's what we need to do. We as the community, we need to get behind them and support them and say, hey, what can we do to support these programs to get more people involved? And now's the time to do it because, this is an ongoing problem with drugs and alcohol here in our community, and it's up to us as the people to make a change, make a difference. We want to thank you, Kay, for being with us today, and it's good to meet you. And until next week, this has been the Local and Community Issues and Answers.